Hello friends and family, this is Michael Wolf Parsons and I'm here at Wolf Customs. I've got my husband Jimmy Parsons behind the camera.
Howdy, howdy.
And he's a man of few words. So friends, it's been a couple weeks since I posted. I think my last video I was showing off my wheels that US Wheel Corporation sponsored. They're 20 by 9s. Check out my previous video to see that. They looked fabulous. They really changed the whole look of the vehicle.
Fabulous.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yes, fabulous.
Yeah, and so anyway, we got those wheels put on it, and then since my last video, we went down to Tulsa last week, and we worked part-time for Mecum. This is our 5th sale that we worked at, and it's a lot of fun. We have good friends at Mecum, and driving the cool cars is a plus. And let's see, Sunday, okay, let me back up. We trailered it down to Tulsa, mainly because we wanted to show our friends off. And then we wanted to have the car to drive around a little bit in the evenings. But I think I've told you before, the transmission's been sketchy on this from day one. And I have an E4OD that we're going to swap in it. So that's going to be a project in the very near future, and I'll do videos on that. But anyway, we were driving it last Sunday, and we were about a half mile away from our motorhome, and driving along, it goes, if you like that sound effect, and then it just stopped. Okay, so I put it, apparently second and third's like screwed up, and I put it in first, and we made it that last half mile. So now, dang it, our toy's broken. So we haven't had it out to drive for over a week, and I have withdrawals. So here this last couple days, I've been starting a new project, and so I'm going to grab the camera from the cameraman, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, I'm working near the rear end. Okay, and so let me tell you a little bit about working on this frame. We used the van, a Chevy Express van frame. I believe it was 2012. We found it on Facebook Marketplace, and the price was irresistible at $150, and it was rolling. But to use that frame, I had to narrow it, I had to shorten it. I cut it in about 8 different pieces before welding it up. And then normally on these frames, the leaf spring here would be mounted on the outside of the frame. But as you can see with the body, I had no room for that. So I had to put the spring underneath the frame and then drop down the frame and for a mounting point. And then I had to flip the axle, as you can see. And I'm a little short on suspension travel, but we're going to remedy that. And here in the back, you can see. Now, one of the things I did, because on the Express van frame, the shocks were mounted on the inside of the frame, and I didn't want to cut these off. And there was a couple other reasons why I did this, but I cut the frame right here behind this plate. And this is actually the left hand, the driver's frame rail, and I swapped the left hand with the right hand. So in the front of the frame, I Z'd the frame to get that front end down lower. Anyway, so that's kind of a little backstory on the frame. It was a lot of work. But today's project, I am installing some airbags. So I've never done this before, but I thought, how hard can it be? Obviously, I want to keep my leaf spring in. I don't like the idea of relying solely on airbags, because, you know, if something happened, And I don't want my vehicle to be like stuck out on the road with no way to get it back, raised back up. But I know that's the trend. I know, and vehicles look great when they come rolling into a car show and then they let the air out. Look fabulous. But this vehicle has got to be utilitarian. It's got to work for us. So we're keeping the leaf spring in, and it rides really good in the back anyway. It just needs a little more suspension travel. So this airbag, we'll get it. I don't have no idea what the PSI is going to end up being, but we'll get enough air in there where we're going to raise up the back maybe, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. And you know, a couple videos ago I replaced the front spindles, and we ended up about 3/4 of an inch higher in the front, which was good because we needed a little bit more clearance with those 20x9 wheels. So if I raise up the back 3/4, it's going to give me that real slight rake again. And I like a vehicle to have rakes. Anyway, so I had the plasma table working hard for me. I made all these brackets. And let me pull this out. It lines up really nice. So that's the bracket for the bottom, and made some nice little gussets. Everything's tack welded right now and ready for me to weld up. So I have a couple welders. I tack weld with a Miller 140, and I use 024 wire, and I like it because it doesn't splatter. But this is 1/4 inch material, and I need a little bit better penetration, so I will go up to my Miller 185, and it has 035 wire in it, and it'll give me all the penetration I need. That way I don't have to worry about these brackets moving around or breaking off. So friends, that's it for this video. Just a quick update. Is it ever quick with me? I'm kind of long-winded. So I will get this welded up and get it painted and put my airbags in, and then I'll do another video when I get it down on the ground. So friends, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like the video, leave a comment below. I try to get back with everybody on their comments. I don't always, I'm not always on top of it, so it may take me a while, but if you leave a comment, I'll probably reply. And again, like it, and share, feel free to share the video too. So have a great afternoon or a great weekend, and I'll see you next video. Thank you.